Hello everyone, my name is Francesca and I'm really excited about our upcoming classes in jelly plate printmaking that I'm going to be teaching in June. You can register for these classes on our website at ladysmitharts.ca/classes and check out the description below because we'll have the link in there if you need that. Today we're going to be talking about some of the supplies you're going to be needing for this class. You have two options when it comes to the supplies. You can purchase one of our kits, which will have some more of the specialty items in it if you'd like for an additional charge. Or if you like, you can use this video as a reference of getting your own supplies from your own art stores or wherever you're going to be going, and you can collect your own supplies for this class. Some places to always check out if you're looking for art supplies. Don't forget to check out your local art stores in your area. If you're in Nanaimo, head to Iron Oxide. You'll also get a small discount off your purchases if you let them know that you're taking a class through the Arts Council. Don't forget to also check a dollar store because sometimes the dollar store has really great supplies in their craft and art section. And also don't forget to check around your own home. Maybe you might have things lying around that you can use for this class as well too. We're going to go through the list of supplies, and then at the very end, I will let you know what is included and what isn't included in the kit. The first thing you're going to need is you're going to need a jelly plate. So as you can see here, it is pretty flexible and it's smooth, which is where we're going to be laying our ink. So you, again, check out your local art stores, or you can make your own as well too. And I can post the recipe to make your own down in the description as well too. So you're going to need a jelly plate. You're going to need some acrylic paints. I like to use the Liquitex basic acrylics. You can get them in a variety of sizes and colors, and they're not overly expensive, which is really nice too. Don't forget that you might want to get a couple of colors. So as you can see here, I've got just a couple of colors here that I can use and explore with. These are 22 milliliters. Again, you can get different sizes and they're not as expensive as some of the other paints. Just a quick warning that if you do decide to go with dollar store paints, sometimes they are a bit too runny. So you actually may have to go to an art store and purchase something that will thicken it up a bit. So that's just the only thing I'm just cautioning people about with the dollar store paints. You're more than welcome to try and experiment with it, but safe bet is always to go with something like the Liquitex basic acrylics. You're also going to need a brayer. As you can see here, it rolls. It's made of rubber. There's a bit of squishiness to it, but it's not too squishy, but it's also not too solid. So you're going to need a brayer. And you're also going to need paper. Now you can use printer paper if you want to from your printer. You can use mixed media paper, you can use craft paper, you can use printmaking paper. I like to use good old sketch pad paper. Sizing is up to you. I like the bigger pads because I can get more prints out of cutting up the size paper. Again, you can go to your local art store or you can head to the dollar store. I got this. This is about 11.5 by 16 inches sketch pad paper, and it only cost me $3.50. So a really good investment for future use. Some other things you're going to need with this class are a pencil, scissors. You're going to need a bowl for water. You're going to need some paper towel. You're going to need a spray bottle if you have one. This is more optional. You're going to need a flat dish or a piece of plexiglass that you'll be able to roll your ink out. You're going to need a sponge. And then we're going to need some really fun things, which I'm super excited about. You're going to need some things that create really cool patterns and stencils. So you can use leaves from outside, some plant material from your garden. Make sure it's not too dry because we don't want it to break all over the place. You can also look for things like my favorite, bubble wrap, an old credit card or gift card can make some really cool shapes and lines. I highly recommend bringing a piece of styrofoam, so meat packaging, to the class because we're going to play with this. You can also make these really cool type stencils using a glue gun and wax paper. So drawing with a glue gun on wax paper, making sure that everything connects up, and then you can create really cool stencils that last a really long time and are inexpensive if you want to go that route as well too. So take a look at what you have around the house that makes really cool patterns. The only thing you want to be aware of is don't get anything that's sharp or pointy because we don't want to destroy the jelly plate. And that is our supplies. So what are the things that are included in the kit and what are the things that are not included in the kit if you're going that route? So the jelly plate, the acrylic paints, which you'll get a couple of, the brayer and the paper will be included in the kit. Things like your stencils, your pencils, your scissors, your water tray, paper towel, spray bottle, flat dish, a sponge won't be included. So you'll need to just find those things around your home. And we're going to be creating and experimenting with the jelly plate. And then at the final class, we're going to be creating a book as well too. So again, the size of paper will determine how big your book is. So this is using that bigger paper, the 11.5 by 16. And this one here is using just regular printer paper, regular size paper, letter paper. So some really great options. If you have any questions about the supplies, reach out to our education coordinator, Shannon, at education@ladysmitharts.ca. She'll be able to give you a hand. And if you haven't signed up for the class, like I mentioned, check in the description below. In the description, we'll have where you can register for the class. We'll have Shannon's email, and we'll also have the recipe for the jelly plate if you wish to create your own. We look forward to hopefully you joining us in this class, and I'll see you soon.